The following is a presentation of the InformerRadio.com. Hi, and welcome to The Informer. I'm your host, J.L. Thompson, here with my co-host, Darlene Witherspoon, owner of the very popular blog, Success Tips with Darlene. Also, international travel consultant, Mary Kay Harris, will be on board with her weekly international travel commentary. We're glad you're here. We've got an informative show for you. A show filled with motivational and business topics, like sitting with soft jazz. Welcome to the show. We're glad you joined us. We think you'll find this presentation of motivational, business, and life-changing information, things you'll want to know, and hope you'll find it most informative. And now, a motivational moment.
Don't allow yourself to be controlled by these 5 things. Many people spend their life at the mercy of circumstances, living at the mercy of what happens to them, living at the mercy of other people, not living in the present because they are stuck in the prison of their past. If you want to live a great life, don't allow yourself to be controlled by any of these things. Number 1, your past. Number 2, other people's opinions and judgments. Number 3, limited beliefs you project on yourself. Number 4, relationships. And number 5, money. Number 1, don't allow your past to control your present or your future life. Whatever happened, you must let it go. Leave the pain of your past behind so it cannot ruin your future. Leave the darkness of your past behind so it cannot block the light of your bright future. Your past is gone. Whatever happened, whether unjust, cruel, harsh, whatever the case, reliving the events will never do you any good. If someone did you wrong, the only way you can win is if you let go and move on. If you live in hate, they win. If you live in the victim story, they win. If you want to win, you must focus on building your future and start right now. Release that weight from your back so you can be free. Don't allow events from the past which are now gone to ruin this moment, which is perfect. This moment, which is now to enjoy, which is ready for you to live fully. Number 2, don't allow other people's opinions and judgments to control the direction of your life. The need to fit in and feel wanted can cause you to travel down paths you don't want to travel. People pleasing is a curse that should be avoided at all costs. Before you do anything, ask yourself, am I doing this because I want to do it? Or because of my fear of judgment from others if I don't? You were born unique for a reason. You were born to stand out, to be appreciated and loved for who you are. Don't dim your light so you fit into the dull background of other people's lives. Shine bright as you are. Those who really care for you will see that light and shine with you. Number 3, don't allow your life to be controlled by your own limited beliefs. Now, a warning with this one. These beliefs may be conscious, but more than likely they're unconscious. They may be unconscious limitations that have been conditioned in you from a young age and throughout your entire life by listening to those around you who never reach for their own dream. Notice your own limited beliefs and tell them to shut up. There is nothing you cannot do, nothing you cannot have, and no one you cannot become if you believe in yourself. If you believe anything is possible, guess what? Anything is possible. When you change your belief from limited to unlimited, your potential is unlimited. Imagine what you could achieve if you lived your life as though anything is possible, as though miracles are a standard requirement of every day. As the saying goes, when there is no enemy within, the enemy outside can do you no harm. When you have nothing inside holding you back, there is nothing outside that can hold you back either. Your entire life will change the very instant you decide to change your mindset. The instant you decide to see everything as a gift. When you decide to see every circumstance and challenge as a blessing rather than a curse, the very instant you become conscious to the fact that everything in it is as it should be, and know that fighting what is insane. Number 4, relationships. A touchy subject. But if you are always needing another to be happy, to feel complete, then you are always one moment away from a breakdown if that person leaves you, or unhappiness if the relationship you are in is not going well. I'm not suggesting to avoid relationships. There is no force on earth that is greater than love and connection. I am talking about those who can't live if they aren't in a relationship. Those who will be with just about anyone, including all the wrong ones, just to avoid spending a moment being single. What I am saying is to develop enough mental strength that you get to the point where you don't need others to make you happy. You are just as happy being alone as you are in a relationship. And number 5, this is what controls the majority of humans on the planet. Can you guess what it is? Money. This does not mean you shouldn't want abundance. It doesn't mean money is evil. You know as well as I do what great things you can do and how many people you can help with money. What this means is do not allow your decisions to be controlled by money. If you are choosing something only on the factor of how much money is involved, you've just made the wrong decision. What you will find is that when you follow your heart and you lead with your intention to serve others, to give your best to others every single time, when you follow your intuition and truly give your soul, then the money will come. And it will come in far greater amounts than if you simply chase money for the sake of chasing money. So challenge yourself to live the life you want to live, free from being controlled by anything. Find your freedom. Live fully.
This motivational moment is presented by the World Marketing Association. That's the World Marketing Association.biz. Visit the World Marketing Association for all your marketing needs. Hi, this is your host, J.L. Thompson. You know, in moving our businesses forward, there are many things that we know we should do and should do them timely, and sometimes procrastination and many other things gets into the way, and we kind of need to be refreshed on some of the things that we already know, but we're not putting into practice. We think these next few topics you'll find informative in that respect.
Time's most valuable lesson. You can't get it back. They say time travel is impossible, but that's not true. You are traveling through time right now. Every present moment is flying by so quickly. The moment in time that you experienced when you started to read this sentence is already gone and done for. You can't get it back either. That's one lesson time teaches us all. We would be wise to write that lesson down on paper and keep it with us. Many people constantly need to be reminded that time is the most precious commodity since we can't manufacture it ourselves. How much time do we waste? Think about what you did yesterday. Think about what you didn't do. How much time did you fritter away? Maybe you made excellent use of your time. That could be true, but in most cases, people admit that they could benefit from brushing up on their time management skills. As of yet, time travel is impossible. Some quantum physicists will tell you that time doesn't exist as we know it. Others argue that time travel is possible, but until it becomes viable for the average Joe, we must remember that once it's gone, it's gone. Keeping that in mind, what can we do to use our time more wisely? Here are 5 tips for better time management in your personal life and on the job. 1. Prioritize your time. Look at your life. Think about what you spend time doing and what you don't get done. What do you want to accomplish? What are your big goals and dreams? Monitor your time usage for a week. Then look at areas for improvement. Prioritize tasks you can handle and delegate time-stealing activities you can outsource. 2. Make a schedule. The number one thief of time is poor planning. Make a schedule. Write it down. Stick to it. Make changes as necessary. You're guaranteed to waste time if you don't have a written schedule. 3. Set time limits for tasks. Do you have to wash the car? It shouldn't take forever. How long should you spend organizing your bookshelf? Start allocating specific amounts of time for your tasks and activities, especially those that you do over and over. Be aggressive and tweak if necessary. 4. Get organized. Do you ever forget where you put your car keys? Searching for your keys is a time-wasting activity. If you were organized and had a place for everything and put everything in its place, you'd realize more free time and less stress. 5. Stop wasting time. Is that hour-long reality show really worth your time? The fact that it's rotting your brain is bad enough. It's also stealing an hour from your life. Stop wasting time doing things you know you shouldn't be doing, and you'll suffer less regret. Use your time wisely, and you will have less stress and anxiety. You actually get more free time. This means more opportunities and more time doing important things. Use the tips above to make the best possible use of every minute of your life. That could mean never having to learn the negative effects of poor time management.
It's never too late to learn that tomorrow never comes. If you have a few dirty dishes in the sink, no worries. You can always get to them tomorrow. You don't feel like doing them right now, and that's okay. There's always tomorrow. Wrong. Tomorrow never comes. All you ever have is the present moment. There's this moment in time right now, and that's it. You're probably thinking that tomorrow is almost on the horizon already. If today's Monday, you know tomorrow is Tuesday. We get that. What we mean is that if you regularly adopt the policy that you can do today's tasks tomorrow, you will eventually see a tomorrow with too much to accomplish. You'll have tons on your plate because you kept procrastinating, and your responsibilities have piled up. The negative power of procrastination. SolvingProcrastination.com is a website all about, you guessed it, procrastination. They want to share a lesson that time eventually teaches us all. Procrastination is dangerous. If putting things off hasn't caused any real harm in your life, good for you. The problem is, that scenario might be telling you that if you procrastinate every now and then, what's the big deal? Don't fall into that mindset, that way of thinking. The negative effects of procrastination are plenty. How serious are they? Check out this warning published on the website we just mentioned. Procrastination is associated with a variety of dangers and negative effects, including worse academic performance, worse financial status, increased interpersonal relationship issues, reduced well-being, and worse mental and physical health. That's rather scary. What's even more bothersome is that the person who procrastinates often gets dealt with several of those issues simultaneously. They're closely related because of certain behaviors. Frequently putting things off can be very stressful. That stress attacks the body internally. Your overall health and well-being worsen, and you might have self-esteem issues because you never accomplish everything. Do it today or write it down. If you've got something small to do, something that doesn't take much time, do it. Stop reading this right now and go and do it. If it requires more time, planning, or the accumulation of resources, break out your day planner. Write it down. Schedule it. You get much more done in your life when you write things down. This has been proven in several studies. Stop procrastinating. It can wreck your mental and physical health. Procrastination ruins relationships and does damage in so many other ways. Stop putting things off unnecessarily. This is a lesson life's ticking clock eventually teaches all of us, but you were reminded of it today, so you've got to jump on Father Time.
You're listening to The Informer at informerradio.com.
What's your right now priority? The thing that's necessary at this present moment. How many things can you do at once? You can truly only do one thing at any given moment. Sure, you can work on 3 different tasks simultaneously, but each specific second of your action is only devoted to one of those 3 tasks. We mention this to help you identify what's necessary in your life. You probably wouldn't argue that if you only did necessary, essential, and important things, you could start living the life you've always dreamed of. Unfortunately, our days are filled with unnecessary and time-wasting activities. There are things each of us could stop doing daily that would give us more time to spend on the really important things. Incidentally, that means you have to understand what's important in the first place. You might think you know what truly matters in your life. You might be right. For many of us, though, short-sighted vision, busy schedules, outside influences, and distractions lead us to an unclear and sometimes incorrect picture of what will bring us the most joy and satisfaction. So much daily energy is spent on activities and with people that don't reward us in some way or move us toward achieving an important goal. One way to spend more time on the important things is to ask yourself the following question. What is the most important priority right now at this very moment? There might be a lot of things you could be doing. These are things that are going to need to be accomplished soon. We're not talking about selecting all of them. If you have a list of 5 different tasks or activities, what is the all-important, necessary thing you need to do right now? By the way, it might not be the sexiest thing in the world. It could be a task you have to do rather than something you want to do. That doesn't matter. To make the most efficient and effective use of your time, always ask yourself what you should be doing now. This simple question can reveal the necessary things for a great life experience. It also shows you what tasks and activities you've been spending unnecessary time doing. You uncover the necessary of your life and also the unnecessary. If you find that the most important thing to do right now is boring or unenjoyable, look at your life. Is there some way other people can handle this task for you? Could you perhaps revisit your important goals and find a way to remove this undesirable, mind-numbing activity from your schedule? By asking yourself these questions, you can begin to design your life to pursue necessary actions and avoid unnecessary activities and habits. Your right now actions become influenced by your values, beliefs, and goals. This leads to a quicker path to achieving the important things in life.
Five different ways to practice mindfulness. Want to become more mindful in your life but aren't quite sure where to start? There are several different ways to practice mindfulness. 1. Meditate. The best way to increase mindfulness in your life is by setting aside time every day to meditate. Meditation creates a space for you to spend quality time with yourself. It allows you to evaluate both your emotions as well as your physical feelings. It can also help relieve stress and induce a calmer demeanor. If you want to become more mindful, you really must spend time in meditation each day. 2. Spend time outside. Spending time outside in the fresh air can do wonders for your mentality. And the best part is, you don't need any special training to implement this in your life. Start by going for a walk in a park near your house and paying attention to all the scenery around you. 3. Start your day with a purpose. Another way to practice mindfulness is by starting all of your days with a clear purpose. This can be done by waking up early and having a morning routine that lets you start out the day relaxed and prepared. This morning routine can be meditating when you first wake up, completing breathing exercises, or even going for a nature walk before work. 4. Watch what you eat. Watching what you eat doesn't necessarily mean you need to go on a diet. In this day and age, meals have become quick periods where you eat as fast as possible. Slow down, take each bite with purpose, notice all the flavors you're consuming, and then pay attention after you finish eating to see how different foods affect your moods and health. You may be surprised by what you discover about your favorite foods. 5. Take frequent evaluation pauses. Sometimes your life can be so hectic that you don't spend any time on yourself. No matter what your schedule is like, now is the time to work in frequent pauses. These pauses don't have to be long. Just a few minutes to breathe deeply and evaluate how you feel and what you're thinking. You'll find these mindful pauses will do wonders for stress relief. Overall, leading a more mindful life isn't that difficult. Simply by trying one or a few of the items on this list, and you'll be feeling more mindful in no time at all.
You're listening to The Informer at InformerRadio.com. I'm your host, J.L. Thompson. I hope that you found this medley of topics beneficial to help in moving your business forward and taking some of the stress out of your life. And now, stay with us. The travel diva, Miss Mary Kay Harris, will be right with us to give us some tips on international travel. As always on The Informer, we try to provide our listeners with helpful information for their business and other life's ventures. That is why we're so glad to have with us every week Miss Mary Kay Harris. Mary is the owner of System 2000 Travel Network and is also an affiliate of Expedia Cruise Ship Center. She's been in the business for more than 30 years, and she's going to be on board weekly to give us helpful commentary and easy tips for international travel. So stay with us. Mary will be right up. Hi, this is J.L. Thompson, host of The Informer. If you're looking for a prominent business opportunity, then you must consider Miriam International. Miriam International, products to make you look better, feel better, and a business opportunity to live better. Experience the transformative powers of Miriam's proven age-fighting products and their breakthrough intramural business opportunity. For more information, contact Mary Harris at 310-739-7258. I think you'll be glad you did. Hi, I'm your host, J.L. Thompson of The Informer. I'm here today with Miss Mary Harris, the travel diva herself. Miss Harris today will be giving us some insights on the do's and don'ts of international travel. Mary, welcome aboard.
Hello, this is Mary Harris, your international travel specialist. I'm talking with you today about your survival guide to safe and healthy travel. You know, every year more and more Americans are traveling internationally for vacation, business, and volunteerism, and to visit friends and family. Whatever your reason for traveling, you need to be proactive, prepared, and protected when it comes to your health and the health of others while you are traveling. You can take steps to anticipate any issues that could arise during your trip. Learn about your destination, see a doctor before you travel, think about your health status, be prepared, pack smart, plan ahead for illnesses or injuries during the trip. Know what to do if you become sick or injured on your trip. Know and share important information about your trip. Be protected. Pay attention to your health during your trip.
If you want to take an exciting cruise, then make plans to join the travel diva Mary Harris. Or dial Mary toll-free at 888-485-6075. And soon you can join the Diva weekly on her upcoming radio segment, Travel with the Diva, presented weekly on The Informer.
Hello, this is Mary Harris, your international travel specialist, talking with you today about travel insurance. You know, there are 3 types of insurance you should consider for your trip: cancellation insurance, travel health insurance, and medical evacuation insurance. These will cover different situations and may give you financial peace of mind, as well as allowing for safe and healthy travel. Trip cancellation insurance covers your financial investment in your trip, such as flights, cruise, or train tickets. Carefully examine the policy to make sure that it covers what you need it to cover, including cancellation if you or a close family member gets sick. Depending on the policy, trip cancellation insurance may not cover any medical care and needs overseas, so you may need a separate travel health insurance policy. Travel health insurance. If you need to go to a hospital or clinic overseas, you probably be asked to pay out of pocket for any services, which could be very expensive, even if a country has naturalized health care. It may not cover people who are not citizens. Before you go, you should consider your insurance options in case you need care while you're abroad. Medical evacuation insurance. If you're traveling to a remote destination or place where care is not likely to be up to U.S. standards, considered buying medical evaluation insurance.
We've been speaking with Miss Mary Harris, the travel diva. The diva will be joining us weekly right here on the program. So please, you can join us too for international travel tips from the diva herself, Miss Mary Harris. Mary, it's been more than a pleasure having you. And please, we'll be looking forward to your tips for next week. Thanks again. Thanks for joining us today. We hope you found it informative. Join the Informer. Visit the website, www.informaradio.com. That's informaradio.com, where you can relax and be informed. If you're interested in purchasing any of the jazzy renditions or the motivational speeches presented here on The Informer, contact us at informaradio@gmail.com. We'll gladly supply you with the information of the artist or the owner.